At a personal level, how committed are you to your personal projects? And the scope of personal projects can be one at a mono level, that is for you, and at a very basic level, which I'm speaking to here. Personal projects include those projects that are individual, owned by you, or they are collectively for your family. So personal projects can include the dreams and aspirations that you have for your family. How committed are you to your personal projects? Hello and welcome to Expansion Revolution Nuggets, and thank you so much for joining me today. What an awesome day it is. This is the day that the Lord has made, and we will be glad and rejoice in it. And let's take it to a higher level. This is the year that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice in it and be glad. And let's take it to another high level. God's plan is that this year should be great for you. And this is my point, my departing point, that if it has to be a great year, it needs to be characterized by great decision making, and it has to be characterized by the ability to access the progress and reflect and critically see where you are and navigate on driving to where you need to be. So this is why we are talking about how are you? Hashtag how are you? Personal assessments. We are saying in this season, as you are listening to this podcast, I just want you to take time to reflect on how far you are doing. We've been looking at a series of things that you need to be able to critically assess in order for you to see on whether you're on the right track to drive towards being the best version of yourself and achieving the life that you want to live as an individual and fulfilling God's purpose regarding your life. Whatever speaks to you, whether it is fulfilling God's purpose to you, whether it's driving towards the world of your dreams, whether it is making yourself a better version of yourself, whatever it is that inspires you the most, here's the highest level of it. God wants you to live a better life. And today we are looking at one of the areas that during personal assessments you need to be able to critically assess, and we call that area the area of your personal projects. At a high level, at personal projects, here's what we are trying to find out in an individual's life. We are trying to evaluate your level of commitment to your personal projects. Yes, personal projects in this context refers to your own initiatives, things that you are pushing, your own hustle, your own projects, your own things that you want to get. I know for majority of us, and that's how life should be. We all need to be having personal hustles that we are pushing, that beyond work, beyond huge business projects that we're involved in. At a personal level, how committed are you to your personal projects? And the scope of personal projects can be one at a mono level, that is for you, and at a very basic level, which I'm speaking to here. Personal projects include those projects that are individual, owned by you, or they are collectively for your family. So personal projects can include the dreams and aspirations that you have for your family. How committed are you to your personal projects? You know, one of the findings that have been done by research is to find that there are individuals who have a tendency of committing to more communal projects and to more business projects and to more external projects than they can for their own personal projects. So this type of people are committed at giving their best outside their individual sphere and their family sphere. So they are good guys outside. They sacrifice for the community, sacrifice for their workplace, sacrifice for the employer they work for, but they rarely take time to sacrifice for their own personal worth. And here's what normally happens. Most of the time, they don't create a personal project that they can work on. So it is important in the endeavor to make yourself a better version of yourself and to drive towards being God's best, achieving God's purpose for your life, that you need to be having a personal project that you are working on to your life. How committed are you to your personal projects? Pushing your own hustle, pushing to ensure that your children, your family, your husband, is taken care of and that you are doing well in your little sphere. It is one of the most important elements in our lives. That as we find ourselves at the workplace and the employer wants us from 8 to 5, sometimes you need to take a leave and take that 8 to 5, commit it to yourself. It is important that sometimes you need to take time to rest and commit to your health, status, and give yourself time to rest. There are some of us that sometimes we keep on working and we never take break from where we work and from the business projects that we're involved in, that we never have time to rest and have never time to push the little projects that our children are pushing on the ground. Sometimes your children needs, slightly your time as a father, as a mother, to be able to sit with them, hear them and talk to them and find out where they are, laugh with them, entertain with them, play with them. That can be a time that is dedicated to a personal project called family. That you are intentional about creating time for your family. You are intentional about mobilizing resources for your own hustle. So as we close this session on how are you and personal assessments, I think it is important, ladies and gentlemen, to be able to reflect on this area, on personal assessments, to say, how are you committed to your personal projects? There are things that you have said you want to do. How far are you? How are you pushing them? Do you have milestones that can help you to keep on reflecting on how you are pushing them? I think that's important. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm encouraging you, push your hustle, work for the things that are before you. I can tell you, nothing happens without you putting your hand onto the plow and getting it done. That's what Jesus said. He said, whoever touches the plow and look back is not fit to follow him. Following projects that would change your life requires commitment and effort and working hard. I see a lot of people that are not willing to put work into it. Whatever you are doing, I don't know who you are and where you're listening from, but you need to put work into it. If it is making you sweat, if it is making you wake up in the morning to get it done, if you come back home tired to get it done, hey, welcome to the dream team. You are doing so well. Keep pushing it, keep working hard. That's how it happened. Nothing just happened without your input. Please get committed to your projects. It is very important that you do other things, give your employer the best, serve in your community, but always also create time to focus on your personal projects. A very well-balanced life that you can maintain is good for you and is good for where you are going. Otherwise, thank you for joining us. Share this message, invite people into your life. Press the like button and make sure that you subscribe to our podcast and you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And let's see you next time. Bye-bye.